we can now craft a spyglass. And aside from looking very, very cool, this thing allows us to get 3 new advancements in 1.17. So I want to do those right now. First, we can look at a parrot. Next, we can look at a ghast. Also, I want to kill the ghast. Give me your tears. Finally, we can look at the ender dragon. But I don't know about you, I can't see an ender dragon around here. We may have to summon it. Let's place these here. Okay, is there a dragon yet? There she is. Okay, I should probably kill this thing as well. And while we're here, let's go through and find some entities. I'm down to my last 2 spare elytra. We need more. Okay, so if you notice the bottom left of my screen, I have some fancy microphone now. We have proximity chat installed on the server, so I'm just going to head across to the shopping district and see if this thing works. Because as you can see, there's quite a few of us on, so let's go give this a test. Hello.
Hi.
It's working.
Howdy. It's working.
I feel so professional.
Hey, in the bar.
Hello. Okay, so at this point, I had a few technical difficulties. I could hear Amadon fine, but unfortunately couldn't hear Savvy. And I had to play around with my settings, tried boosting the levels, but unfortunately it just wasn't working. We did get to go on a quick tour of Savvy's base just to see what he's been up to. He's just been building a start house, and this thing is very cool. He's used a lot of the new 1.17 blocks. He's got the moss blocks on the roof, and then the deep slate as a trimmer on that, and it is just very, very cool. So hopefully we'll get this thing working properly, but for now, let's get back to it. Okay, so I've just logged back in, and there was a magma cube right here, and before my game even loaded, I was dead. Note to self, don't log out, name another portal. Okay, so I have been doing a few things around the base between episodes, and I will show you that in a moment, but there is something going on in the shopping district, and I need to get over there. Okay, so if you've been following RambleCraft from the start, you'll probably know we have had a few members that have dropped out and are not playing anymore, and that is perfectly normal for an SMP. But as we're trying to carry this one on and not have too many empty things in the shopping district, what we've decided to do is, firstly, we did ask the former members if they were coming back, and the ones that have said no, we're putting their shops up for auction. So there's quite a few down here. We've got these 2 were Hoodlins, then we've got Kieran Dev's gold shop over there, and then we've got Kieran Dev's rocket shop over there, I think, and then we've also got this big crazy ice thing, and this was Hoodlins as well. And then right down at the end, we've got probably the best looking shop at the moment, and that is Aslantis' shop, which she never did use for anything. So all of these have now been put up for auction. And as we normally buy these plots for 1 diamond block and put them up there, what we've decided to do is have a minimum of 2 diamond blocks. So what we're doing was we're putting our bids in here, and then people can come along and outbid us if they want to. So I am hanging around this one a lot, and that's because I really want this one. The reason for that is I've designed a building for selling my armor and tools and weapons, and I really need a corner plot for it. There's going to be 2 entrances, one that's higher up that comes up on one side, and then there's going to be one at ground level at the other side. So this plot here is absolutely ideal, and it's really close to this end as well where the nether portals are. So I think this would be a really good spot. So this is the one that I'm going to put my name on, if I can find an anvil. Okay, so of course I had one in here, so let's do this. Right, we're going to name this. Put my name on it first. I ain't got any levels because I just died. I don't believe that. Alright, let's go kill some fish. Okay, so killing things wasn't working out for me too well. My elytra and my armor tools were 2 damage, so they were just soaking up all the XP. So what I've done, I've been back to my base and I broke a furnace that I've been cooking a lot of stuff in, and I got 10 levels from that instantly. So now we can do this. Okay, so let's get this named. Right, so I'll have a name on there, and I'm going to bid 5 diamond blocks for this. Hopefully that should secure it for me. Okay, so we'll just put that in there and we'll see how it goes. While we're over in the shopping district on the Mushroom Island, I just wanted to talk about one of my favourite new features in 1.17. And that is that we can now create path blocks on most of the dirt variants. So that includes mycelium, coarse dirt, podzol, and I think that's it. But mycelium, we can now turn it into path blocks. But then we can hoe it back into farmland, and then because there's no water around it, it's going to turn back into dirt. And if we have this next to grass, this will convert into grass. So this means we now don't have to carry around shulkers and shulkers of grass blocks, digging up all the mycelium and replacing it. We can just turn it into path blocks, back into dirt, and then the grass will spread onto it. So as you can see here, we've been quite busy. I started this a couple of nights ago, and Savvy joined me, and we spent quite a long time doing this actually. I think he's been doing quite a lot since I left as well. So as you can see, we've got all around the shops converted into grass now. This is looking way better. So we still have quite a bit to do, but for now I think this is really, really good. And while we're here as well, we should probably check on the profits from the shop, shouldn't we? So have we got anything? Yes, we have. Nice, someone's been through here and brought a few things. I like that. May need to get some of these restocked, but some actually pistons, yeah, they're going well. I'm definitely going to need to get some more pistons in there. Anything else? And just some of the powered rails as well. Right, that's good. And is there anything in here? Let's see what we've got. These aren't selling. I may need to reduce the price of this. 5 diamonds might be a bit rich. How are we doing? Oh, look at that. Anything else? Oh, yes. I thought this would go down well. So now we're in 1.17. I was hoping this would do well. So I'm definitely going to get that stock back up. And no takers on the soul speed books yet. But that's not bad. 30 diamonds, I'll take that. Okay, so now back at the base with the project we did last time. This is our farmer who's been harvesting the carrots for us. And I've made a few changes here since last time as well. So you'll see, we have this chest down here and I've decorated it a little bit. Still got a bit of work to do. But this is working. We have carrots and potatoes going into there. And that's because I did get the other one set up on the other side. Brought the villager across. And he's been harvesting potatoes and they've all been going into here. So I'm not planning on leaving this like this. I do want these to go into my storage system because I already have filters set up in my villager trading area, which we can go look at in a second. But I have been coming up here a lot, obviously, to get this done. And the way I've been going is down here and down through the redstone for my sorting system. Obviously, that's not very good. Don't want to be doing that. And to go up with the water elevator, that would have taken quite a long time because that is right at the other end. So what I've done, I've made a few adjustments in here on where the staircase is. So this is the bit that goes to our villager breeder, or where the babies wait. These cats are everywhere. This is where the babies wait after coming down from the villager breeder, and then once they grow up, they go down into the trading hall selection thingamajig. What I've done is built this tunnel across here, and then there's a staircase that goes down directly into my storage area. So this is just next to the manual bit, and then we've got the auto sorted bit over there, and then here we've got the elevators that go up to the new building we've got. So yeah, I still got a few little bits to do to decorate this, and I'm not 100% sure what to do with this. I may just put iron blocks here to block it off, or we could have a way of looking through. But it's not the prettiest thing in the world, is it? So probably just block that off. Okay, so I do want to get on with some 1.17 farming stuff in a minute, but I've had an idea on the problem that we had last time with this trading hall. So we discovered last time that the redstone for this doesn't work anymore. Now, I don't think it's the redstone's fault. I think it's maybe a change in how the villagers pop out of minecarts. Let's get up there and we'll have a look and see if we can get this working. Okay, so what is supposed to happen is when a minecart comes across here, these activator rails, when they have a redstone block at this level, it'll kick the villager out to the side. But that one is quite obviously oh, that's why this isn't working. Oh, after all the messing about I've been doing, it's because that's broken. That one shouldn't be like that. That's why it wasn't popping out. It was just going onto that. Right. I can fix this now quite easily. Brilliant. Right, let me get this sorted and then we'll give it another test. Okay, so I've got that put back right now. And just to make this clear, if it wasn't obvious, this slab has to be here because that's where the villager pops out onto. And then once they go down here, there's some string in front of this observer. And then once they go there, it pulls the slab out of the way so that they won't pop out onto that one again. So, and then they would then go into the next one. So as that was out of sync, that's why this wasn't working. So all the headache I've had trying to figure out a new design was completely unnecessary. All I needed to do was move that slab. I am so smart. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is going to go try and get another librarian villager. I think I'm going to try and get Feather Falling 4 this time. And then we'll give the system a test and hopefully it'll pop into here. And I already have the lectern there, so I don't need to worry about him running off like the other one did. Okay, right, I'll go through these and we'll come back as soon as we have something that we want to keep. Okay, so I've got Feather Falling 3, but that's not good enough. Don't want that. I'm going to keep this going. And there it is. After what seemed like an eternity, we now have Feather Falling 4 for 16 emeralds, which is actually a really good deal. So I'm going to take that, get those, lock them in. And now, let's give this a test. So hopefully when I press this button, it should appear in that slot that we had in there. So let's do that. You going? Yeah, let's go. And is he going to appear just there? No, he went into the next one. What is this cell's problem? Ah, I might have actually moved up the redstone block. That could have been it. Right. I need to trap you again, do I? But anyway, at least we've got Feather Falling, so we may need to test that again. Okay. Okay, so I blocked him off a bit of glass and he eventually ran into this cell here. So we'll put the lectern down and we now have Feather Falling 4. So the problem with that one was the slab was in the right place this time, but I'd taken the redstone block away as I was going through and I forgot to put it back. So I don't actually think, off the top of my head, there's any more books I really urgently need. I think it is just the sword ones now, actually, like sweeping edge, sharp. Oh, I've actually only got sharpness 4. Have I got sharpness 5? I haven't got sharpness 5, so I could try and get that. Although I think, no, I haven't got sharpness 5. I do have sweeping edge though, that's alright. So yeah, I may need to just get sharpness 5. But other than that, I think we're actually doing pretty good now. So I just need to put some signs up here for these ones. And you know what? I'm not going to torture myself with making sure this works. So I just want to get on with some of the 1.17 farms now. So let's go have a look at doing that. Okay, so let's not worry about villages for now. What we're going to do, we're going to grab these moss blocks and plenty of bone meal. I'm going to get on with doing some fun 1.17 stuff. So I think 2 stacks of bone blocks should do us, shouldn't it? And then what else have we got? We've got the... This is all our other stuff, the deep slate that I've been mining, and a bit of copper, and I also want to take this dripstone as well. Definitely want to set up a farm for that. And do we need anything else? No. No. Okay, so as you can see, we're now down at bedrock, and this is where I have most of my temporary-ish farms. These have been here since very early days, and as you can see, this one is actually fully decorated as well, so they're not completely temporary, but it was always my intention to take these upstairs, but I just never have. So through here, I've got a bit of a tree farm as well, because on the surface, I'm trying to keep everything looking nice, so I don't want big, ugly things like this. So I've dug out this area underground, and I've just got some trees planted. But I think what I'll do now, I'm going to mine out a bit more space, just so I can set up a dripstone farm. But before we do that, let's have a look at these moss blocks, because I absolutely love these things. Now, I don't know if I've got enough space over here to do this. I don't know how high this goes. Maybe, yeah, actually, yeah, we should be good. So what we can do, if we put this in the ground, grab some bone meal. We can just bone meal this, and it turns most of the surrounding blocks into moss blocks. Now, if we have a hoe, this is what the tool we need for mining these. So, they're instant mine with a hoe, which is great. And then we just put these down again, we can actually mine them up. But, as you can see, this makes a bit of a mess, and it's eventually going to get rid of all the stone. So, we don't want to do that. What we actually want to do is set up a stone generator. And now, you can completely automate this. Once you have a stone generator, you can automatically bone meal it and stuff like that. So we will be doing that eventually, but for now I think what we'll do is set up a basic stone generator, and then we can put the moss blocks in and bone meal them manually, and that should give us a decent supply. So already we've got 28 there, and we've got some azalea as well. Now I don't know what I need to, can I plant this on? No, I need to put a moss block down, don't I? Let's put that one there and that back on top. Now if we bone meal this, don't know if there's enough space, but let's try it. Yes, so we now have the azalea leaves, and this is just oak wood, so it's nothing new, but the leaves are absolutely amazing, all of these things. And then you'll also notice as well, down here, we have the new block called Rooted Dirt. And this is the only way of getting this. So you need to grow one of these trees for every one of these blocks that you want. So it is quite expensive, but if you want them, that's what you got to do. Okay, so I've just been to grab some redstone components, which did actually take quite a while, because everything I craft, I put into my redstone shop. And I never leave any for myself, but you know what? These things happen. But I've sorted that now, I've got a little bit, so let's try and do this. Right, so what we're going to do is a fairly simple stone generator. We're going to have a moss block in the middle that we're going to bone meal manually. And then because the stone is being pushed by pistons, it will actually break the moss block. So for example, let's just prove that this works. So if we just have, so imagine this stone has been generated by a stone generator, and then the pistons push it along, it'll actually break the moss block, which is exactly what we want. And then when we build this farm for real, we'll be able to have hopper minecarts underneath picking this up automatically. But for now, we're just doing a quick manual-ish version, half automated, because the stone will be automated. So let's quickly set this up, right? So the first thing we need, obviously, is a clock. No, well, this isn't the ideal place to put it, but let's just do it anyway. Okay, so something like that, and I believe we need 4 repeaters on full delay, and that should do us. So let's have that like that, and then take our repeaters just like this, not like that, and then we'll put all these on full delay. Then we shall have a block there like that, and then just like that. That'll do. Right, okay, we now need a sticky piston, which I have raw, but we've got slime, sorry. Nope. And then if we put a sticky piston there, we can then have an observer on there, and then that can power the stone generator. So just to go, what we're going to do is have one lava source in the middle, and then we can have it 7 blocks wide. And the reason we're doing it 7 blocks wide is because when you bone meal the moss block, it'll do an area 3 blocks away, I believe, so that would be a 7 by 7. So we've got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's go 7 this way like that. Okay, so then we'll just cover these with redstone, and these should flash. Yeah, there we go. Right, and then we're going to put pistons on top of here, and then this is where we're going to have the stone generating, and then it'll push it up, and then we're going to have some more pistons pushing it across. So let's do that, and it's a little bit more space. Right, that's really annoying, so I'm going to want to turn that off. Okay, so let's just put that there, and I'll turn that off. Right, thank you. And I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take those. Okay, so we've jumped ahead a bit now, and I've got all of this stone generator built up. So from the clock that we had there, we've got the observer powering these blocks, which power these pistons. And as you can see, we have water above the pistons, and that is the water that'll get turned into stone. And then just behind there, we have these blocks here, and these are actually stairs. So these are all waterlogged stairs, and the water from that flows out into where it is now. So then once it gets turned into stone, these pistons will push up. These pistons will then push the stone across that way, and then the lava can flow down and turn this water into stone again. The last thing I need to do is put the lava in, and I just wanted to show you one quick trick, because whenever I've done this before, it's always been a real pain. So what I've discovered is, if you put down the blocks first, and then have the lava flow over that, you'll have a much easier time. So if we just do that, and then we can put the lava there like that, and then if we go turn this on, we should see this working. So where's my switch? There it is. Now, hopefully this will work. Yeah, so that got pushed out. Now do we have, yes, there we go. So that's sent to stone again. Lava flows down, and then it's getting pushed out. And then just a standard 12 blocks going this way, and then it will stop. So I'm going to build a bit of a platform, dig this out a little bit, and then we can get on with getting ourselves some moss blocks. Okay, so I've just turned the pistons off for a minute, because what I just want to do now is place the moss blocks in. But if I was to do that while they were running, there's absolutely no chance, because the stone will just get pushed straight across. So what we're going to do is put a moss block in here, and then we can bone meal this, and then everything around it pretty much gets turned into moss blocks as well. So when the stone pushes across, it will break these moss blocks, and then they will just fall down below. The problem is, it will also break the one that I've placed that I'm bone mealing. So what we're going to do is break this one here, place a piece of obsidian there, and then nothing will be able to push across in this column here. So what I can do, just to give us a bit of light, I can put a torch here, and then, because this one is never going to get broken. So let's give it a go. I've got myself a ladder here that I fell down. So if we turn this back on, we should see these getting broken. Yep, there we go. So what we can do, and hopefully I won't, now I'm going to fall through that. Alright, let's try this again. Let's get up here. If we stand on this obsidian, what we can do is bone meal this, and we'll probably have to break anything that grows here. And then these will get broken, and they'll fall down. So this is the semi-automated version of this. What we are going to do eventually is have pistons on top that will break anything that comes up here. And then minecart rails underneath that will collect everything on top, and all of the moss blocks that fall down as well. But for now, just to get us a few, I mean, as you can see already, there's loads of them just lying around. And we are getting the azalea and the flowering azalea, and also the moss carpet as well. And we'll also get a few seeds out of this. So Just need to bone meal this, and then we're getting tons of stuff. So this is great. So I'm going to stay here for a bit, collect some of this, and then we can get on with doing the next thing. Okay, so I've been at that for a little bit now. I've been bone mealing this and allowing the stone generator to break them, and as you can hear, it is turned off at the minute. These 2 shulker boxes here is what I've managed to get from it. And I haven't been doing this for that long, but this is what I've got. Almost 18 stacks of moss blocks, which is absolutely amazing. And then a few stacks of the carpet, a few of the azaleas and the flowering azaleas. You may be thinking that this goes through a lot of bone meal. And as you can see, I have used quite a bit there. But everything this farm produces, so the moss blocks and everything in here as well, all of this can be composted into bone meal. So if you only want the flowering azalea, for example, you could have an item filter on your storage system that automatically puts everything else into a composter. And then that bone meal can feed back, and then you can use it for getting what you actually want. So it's actually a great way of getting a lot of bone meal as well. But for now, I'm just going to grab these, because I think that should do me for the minute. Okay, so the next quick thing I want to set up is the dripstone farm. And I don't have a lot of the pointed dripstone, so I'm only going to set up a little farm here. It's also going to be manual, just like the other one was. But these things do take a really long time to grow. So that's why I'm doing it down here, because I'm directly below my storage area here. What we're going to do, we're just going to have some dripstone going along, and then the pointed dripstone underneath, and then if we leave enough space, we can have them growing from the top and the bottom. So if we just do them, because I need to get water above this as well, and I can't be bothered to do any more digging at the minute, so let's just do it there. Yeah, that'll work. Let's just do these, do half a stack of these all the way along, and then we can put the pointed dripstone that we have, and then hopefully once we get some more, we'll be able to expand this a great deal. And the reason I'm not automating these farms fully, by the way, is I actually want these to be in my base somewhere we can see behind the glass in like the factory setting. So just having them down here temporarily is just an easy manual way of doing it. And then once we figure out where they're going upstairs, we can actually build them properly and have them fully automated and going into the storage system. So we'll just put those there for now, and then we just need to get water above there, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so that's all done now, and it's not the most exciting thing to look at, and these things are really slow as well. So I'm going to leave these to do its thing, and we're going to get on with something a little bit more interesting. We started this episode getting a few of the new advancements, and last time we got a couple as well, but what I want to do now is get a few more. So some of them are quite fun, but let's start off with the easy ones. We have this copper here, and I haven't shown this yet actually, but this is what I got between episodes, and it's not a great deal. 2 stacks is absolutely rubbish, so I definitely need to go do a little bit more mining and get some more of this, but for now, let's just craft these 12. No, it's not that, is it? That's why it's so expensive, because it's actually 9 in the square to do the copper blocks. So let's do that. So we have 15 whole copper blocks. Wow, that's amazing. Right, so we'll put one down. And we also need some honeycomb as well, because this is an advancement. So if we just take our honeycomb and right click it on a copper block, we get the advancement wax on. And then if we take our axe and we can just right click on this, that removes the wax, and that's another advancement, wax off. So there we go, that's another 2. Now the next one is going to be a lot more fun, because what we need to do, and I'll give you a clue what it is by the name of it, it's called Whatever Floats Your Goat. And yeah, for that one we actually need to get a goat in a boat. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fly around. Actually, first off, I'm going to grab a boat if I've got one. Yep, so I'm going to fly around in some newly loaded chunks and see if I can find a goat. Okay, that didn't take too long. We have some goats. Now, there is a pool there as well, so we might actually be able to go in here, because there's no way I'm taking it back to the ocean. So let's see if this fella will get in this boat. Alright, can you? Yes, there we go. Oh no, don't even need to go in water. There we go. Whatever floats your boat, I've done it. Such a shame I did this when no one else was online, but never mind. I have a goat in a boat. I love this game. Are you gonna? Yeah, you stay there. Is that cruel? Leaving him in there? Let's try and break him out without him. There we go. Be free! And just next to where I did that up there, I spotted this. This is a zombified desert village, which I've never seen before. They've always been in plains when I've seen the zombie ones. There he is. I think that is going to have to do it for today, because it's been a bit busy. I've been a bit all over the place. I've got a few advancements done, got a couple of the new farms built, and I've had quite a lot of fun doing it. So I think between episodes, I'm going to get some mining done. I really need to get my hands on some copper for this shop that I'm going to be building. And hopefully, by next time as well, the auction will be over and we will have our plot. So, if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.